You know, you can say a lot about people, but one thing is certain, we're driven to build. And of course, every building begins with a vision, a blueprint, and a very strong foundation. Three things we appreciate at Intel, because for a decade and a half we've had the vision, we've had the blueprint, and we've built the foundation. A foundation of microprocessors that have been changing the world around us. And in the decade to come, they'll change it even more. So join us and take a look at Intel technology at work. Building the future today. Welcome. My name is Lisa. And you know, when you talk about building the future, you're talking about a very big job. Luckily, we've got the blueprint for that job. You see, Intel has always built its technology the way you would build a building, one strong floor at a time, with each new level acting as a foundation for the rest, with each new processor building on the strengths of the one before. For example, in the first PC decade, the 286 did with ease what pushed earlier systems to their limits. In mid-decade, Windows and desktop publishing arrived, high-end stuff for the 286. But with the Intel 386 microprocessor, simple Windows and desktop publishing were brought to the mainstream. Once again, users began developing an appetite for doing more, doing it faster, insisting on acceptable response times from their richer Windows applications that had grown even more demanding. Well, users got the faster response time they wanted with the arrival of the Intel 486, which allowed them to make the most of their existing GUI environments. Then new applications began to emerge, pushing boundaries out beyond text and bitmapping into new and more natural data types. With this advanced power, the Intel 486 became the foundation for these new data types that brought communications so rich, they began to change the way we work with our personal computer, transforming it from a source of individual productivity into a source of group productivity. So that today, as we enter the second PC decade, Intel 486-based computers are the systems of choice, allowing users to create compound documents, like this press release, which incorporates voice.
John, here's the information you requested.
An ad with rich, true color graphics. A spreadsheet and a graph to convey technical information in a clear, concise manner. And with software video, you can even include a commercial. Software video is made possible by Intel's Indio video technology, which allows you to access and view video on the desktop with no additional hardware. All you need is your Intel 486 base system, the only system that has the processing power to provide acceptable software-only video. Let me show you what I mean. Here's the new software video technology running on a 386 system. Now, obviously, it's a bit of a stretch. The 386 doesn't have the power. In fact, it takes almost all its capacity just to produce this jumpy image in a very small window. But now, here is the same software video technology on an Intel 486 system. Now, as you can see, the movement is much smoother. The difference between a 386 processor and a 486 processor. Software video, like 3D modeling and true color graphics, are all examples of why users are demanding more power. These demands are being met by the Intel 486 microprocessor, which is helping to transform the personal computer into a collaborative tool, one that's bringing together ideas, images, information, so that people around the world can work, consult, create, make decisions and take actions that allow them to compete and win. Now, as this movement from individual to group productivity continues, users will not only want to run the applications you've just seen faster, they'll also want the headroom to run new applications that are just now beginning to emerge. I'm talking about speech recognition, animation, video conferencing, virtual reality, and things we haven't even thought of yet. Many of these applications will require new levels of power that will push the most powerful Intel 486 beyond its processing limits. When that happens, Intel will meet users' needs with the next level of power, a level that's already under construction. So to Today we thought we'd offer you a sneak preview of the processor that will bring you significantly more speed and power than the Intel 486. What's it called? Well, because it's Intel's 5th generation, we have called it the Pentium microprocessor. Now, Pentium microprocessor systems are still under construction. However, they're close enough to completion that a number of leading computer manufacturers offered to show you their prototypes. So right now, I'd like to give you a sneak preview of the next generation in personal computers, courtesy of forward-thinking companies like Comdex. The powerful new Pentium processor is a key component of future compact desktop computers and PC servers. These platforms provide full compatibility with advanced but simpler-to-use 32-bit software like Windows NT. IBM combines the power of the Pentium processor with the performance of the PS2 Model 90 and the flexibility of OS 2 2.0. You've got a total system solution that exploits the newest hardware and software technologies while protecting your investments. This desktop system from NEC is running Windows 3.1, proving the Pentium processor is compatible with $50 billion of existing applications. NEC will also offer Pentium processor-based workstations and servers. This Dell workstation demonstrates the powerful math capabilities of the Pentium processor by quickly recalculating a complicated spreadsheet while performing thousands of calculations to draw this complex waveform. Dell will also offer powerful Pentium-based servers. This high-performance NCR workstation demonstrates the video and graphics power of the Pentium processor by running 3D animation in real time. NCR is also building Pentium processor-based desktops and System 3000 server upgrades. Many of the applications you've just seen are so demanding, they push even the most powerful Intel 486 to its limits. Capabilities like these will soon be mainstream, thanks to the Intel Pentium microprocessor. Offering power so advanced, it will not only become the standard setter in personal computing, but also in high-end engineering workstations, servers, and multi-processing mainframe applications. Its power comes from 3.1 million transistors, which allow it to process more than 100 million instructions per second. But now, how does all of this translate into desktop performance? Let's find out. By taking a look at 3D modeling, one of the many powerful applications that will soon be on the desktop, thanks to the Pentium microprocessor, available early in '93. As you watch this, keep in mind that 3D modeling requires tremendous processing power. Millions of calculations every second. The Pentium microprocessor does it with ease. Thanks to its superscalar architecture, it provides up to 5 times the integer performance, up to 10 times the floating point performance of the 33 megahertz Intel 486. Let's see how the Pentium microprocessor handles software video. Notice the video window is 4 times the size of the one seen on the Intel 486. Movement is just as smooth, allowing us to zoom smoothly in for a close-up of the Intel inside logo. The logo that ensures access to an entire library of well over 50,000 software applications. That's what it means today. As for tomorrow, only Intel can assure complete compatibility with the Pentium processor. That means you'll continue to have a choice in software and hardware. All you have to do is look for the logo, which so many PC manufacturers proudly display. Manufacturers like those who were kind enough to provide these prototypes, we're thankful to them, for in their participation they demonstrate their confidence in our blueprint for the future. The blueprint that's helped to build a personal computing industry that's now 4 stories tall. But the next level is already under construction, built on a framework of powerful applications and rooted in a foundation of microprocessors growing constantly smaller, more powerful, and more affordable. That's our commitment, that's our plan, that's our vision. A vision in which Intel technology is continually hard at work for you, building the future today. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We appreciate your time. Thank you. Now we're going to collect the last of the cards and have the drawing for our 5 Intel t-shirts.